Test. There we go. How's it going, guys? We're going to be playing a little bit of the Commission Organized Crime today, and it's fitting because I'm actually getting a pizza delivered here, so a fitting game. Hey, Mystic, Erwin Rommel, Matt Best, and Gabriel. Good to see you guys. So some of you guys have seen this game already. We've played it in the past, but it's been updated quite a bit, so there's kind of new things, and I want to just start a new game. So guys, we've got these different families. I'm going to let you guys take a look at them so you kind of understand them. The Bugianas, they are basically really close to the politicians here in New Shore. The Kalessis are basically the highest ranked in the Commission. The Commission is basically an organization of all the Mafia bosses together, if that makes sense. The Donanos are an unassuming presence, so they prefer not to get involved in conflicts, but they do have some influence on city politics. So does the Bugianas, though. The Junios are a boisterous family, largely comprised of immigrants from the old country, probably specifically from Sicily here, and they specialize in low-end rackets that don't take much time or investment. And then we've got the Roccas. This is a dangerous family that has no qualms about engaging in high-risk rackets and killing those who get in its way. So guys, who would you guys want us to play as? Please type it in the chat while I pour myself some coffee here, and we'll see what happens. Let's see what you guys decided on. Hello, Napoleon. Okay, so the Roccas, we got one that says the Junior. No, I haven't heard of anything going down in Slovenia. Icon Rostov says, I want this game. Hopefully, you'll get the opportunity to get it pretty soon. I think they're going to be doing the actual release fairly soon. I can't promise that, though. Okay. So, come on, let's get a serious answer here, Gabriel. Erwin saying the Junior. Napoleon saying Roccas. And again, they all have different traits. We can actually kind of look through them. Like some of them have increased profit, increased influence, etc., as well as increased interrogation. I actually haven't used the interrogation skill yet. I think I'll go with Rommel's answer. We'll take the Junior since he didn't like spam it everywhere. So the Junior are kind of boisterous. Basically sort of the original gangsters. Well, not original gangsters, original from the old country. Just arriving here in this city, of course. So let's move in, and we have to decide first where we want to go. We can also take a look at our family tree, and it looks like it's Jacopo Junior. It's always different, like it's always randomized. We've also got Ken Junior here. I wonder if we can change the name. That would be pretty cool. I don't think we can, though, but that's definitely something they should add. And he's got two guys under him, William Carlo and Jimmy Santora. And over here we've got Armando Junior with Giancarlo Collada and Louis Punchy Francesi over here. Now I'm going to head to West Cushman. I like this area. It's a good place to get started. And we're going to send Ken Junior to West Cushman. And to Dryer Square, it's another place I like to get started. I'm going to send Armando Junior with his two underbosses. Or actually his two captains, because these guys are underbosses, Armando and Ken. And of course, Jacopo is the main guy in control. So let's take a look here at these territories. So we got to go to West Cushman, and we can actually like learn a bit about these different areas by like just selecting them. So if we take Dissolile, it's a poor area, it's small, and it's even got some information, which I really like. So if we click here, it says an island area connected to the West Cushman by a man-made land bridge. Dissolile has been developed as an industrial complex for waste processing. Now, this is poor, and, you know, that appeals to a certain business, but the problem here is it's small. So I don't really see a benefit in going there. Dalton Yard is a historic area, but really what I want to get into is the narcotics trade here, because that can make us a lot of money. This area has a large population, Fort Brune, so that's where we're going, guys. I'm going to send our first guy here to Fort Brune. Let's grab William Cardio. Now, these guys can turn on us. These are our captains. You know, they can, if they get caught by the cops, they can turn on us very quickly. So we got some guys in Fort Brune, and we'll also send some guys to the Industrial Basin. This is just a good place to get started. So let's go ahead and send Jimmy Santora with the rest of the guys. And then we drop some guys in Dryer Square, right? So we got to start dropping some guys in Dryer Square as well. Now, I have a little more knowledge of Dryer Square. I think I want to go to Cutting Place, but everybody's going to jump here. I can just get a feeling that everybody's going to go here. It's a small area, but it's very wealthy. So I'm going to send Giancarlo Collada here, and this is where we'll keep some more legal rackets, if we can. And then I want to get something over here on Laster Row. It is medium and poor, but I've had some very good luck starting businesses here. And we're going to put Louis Punchy Francese here and end the turn. So soon we'll start investing in rackets, guys. We're just now sort of starting. How's it going, Walter Ramo? It's another Ramo. Ah, interesting. So Gabriel's talking about a paramilitary group. Wow, that sounds rough, man. That's sort of like Escape from Tarkov. Okay, so in Cutting Place, we could actually immediately go to war with these people and start attacking them. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to start attacking the Bojana family. I want to show our reputation as brutal, vicious, and this is a rich area. So there's a lot of different things we could do here. A gambling den, a gentleman's club, but unfortunately a gentleman's club is quite expensive. Now hijacking will get us a huge return, but it's going to bring a lot of heat on the area. I don't mind though. Now this is a poor area, so they might enjoy something like numbers. The Italian lottery, as it's known. And it's basically kind of a lottery for very poor people at the time period in the 30s, the 40s, even up to the 70s, really. So it's always been a thing, you know? It's always been a thing. Let's see, it's a poor area. Now, offering protection to poor people not going to bring us a lot of... it's not really going to work. But maybe if we bring protection here to people in the industrial basin that are middle class, that'll work. So, all right, we're already making a little bit of a profit, and we are working alongside some families. Now, we're obviously not making a profit together, but they're in the same area. So we want to be a little concerned about that. It could be a problem. And right now, we just want to make profits. On Laster Row, though, no, I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to get into a fight. In fact, we could take a look here. Bojana's family, last remaining soldato in Cutting Place, has died at the hands of the Junio family. So actually, the Junio families... killed the rest of the Bojanas. I thought are we the Junios? Shame on me, we are the Junios. So we killed the last of the Bojanas, but it's just that particular area, so they still can spread across wherever they want. What's that? Gabriel, if you keep being silly, we're gonna really remove you, man. It's just being silly, man. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into West Cushman. We've already purchased some rackets here, but we can purchase more, although it's probably better to wait a bit and wait for our rackets to make a profit and then get some more expensive rackets. So let's keep doing that. Fort Brune. Now what I want to do is, as Gabriel was suggesting, get the narcotics here. And basically, once we do the narcotics, we will start making a lot of money in a poor neighborhood, especially if it's large. It's the kind of business that, just moves around in a really creepy way. So obviously, we want that narcotics ring as soon as possible. We're going to whack you, Gabriel. You got a big mouth. Don't talk about it. It's our secret. All right, the numbers. So we could actually do the numbers here. Once again, in a poor neighborhood, this seems to work pretty well, but I want to wait for narcotics at 30K. So what we want to do is watch the heat in these different neighborhoods, because as you can see, as it starts to grow, we probably want to kind of lower our investments just a little bit. So I'm going to take a look over here. Over here, we've got a lot of heat. Over here, we've got a bit, but we can still wait. I mean, there's always a chance we could get arrested right away, but I'm going to take the risk. And here at Laster Row, what I'm going to do is I am going to suspend my rackets temporarily, and this will... Oh, that actually did not suspend the heat, so that means the enemy has some investments here, so I'm just going to sell my investments here, and I'm going to move elsewhere with this guy. We want to make sure we're moving the right guy, so let me see. It's Louis Punchy Francese. And Rutherford City, I like this area, Rodham Hill, so let's go there with Francese. He'll take all his boys with him, too. Leave one behind, but it's not going to be necessary. Look, I'm talking like a mobster now. What's going on? I was glued to Mafia 2 for 7 months. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You should know about ratting. Come on now. I love Mafia Bot. We actually, guys, when we're going to do the schedule for this next week, and we're going to be playing Domina the Gladiator Simulator, and there's this really funny domino bot that allows you guys to become gladiators and also lets you like bet on the fights. I really wish there was like a mafia bot where you could like you could plan intrigue, things like that. Maybe turn my captains against me, but so far not yet. Let's hope that eventually they'll add that to the game though. Heat's still getting pretty high there. We have to decide on new plans next turn. So here at Cut and Place, things are actually going okay. The heat is increasing. There are different buildings we can use to actually lower the heat. And I believe it's going to be not the speakeasies. It's the money laundering. So basically we're hiding money for wealthier people. And that'll actually lower heat because people that are laundering money don't want their profits to be found. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully that will reduce the heat in this neighborhood sufficiently for us to keep operating here. Or at least keep it fairly basic. Let's put it that way. Can't you pay for mercenaries hired guns to do jobs for you? I wish you could, but not really. So it's right now all they have are your soldiers that work for your captains. Those are the guys that are doing the killing and all that stuff. But I agree that they should add that. Keep in mind the game is in beta, so there's still, you know, like they still have a lot of things that they could potentially add. But, you know, it's going to take some time, I think. You also get rid of Discord. Sorry, guys. Probably been hearing that ding nonstop. The Discord app is so annoying, too. I wish there was just... I mean, I'm sure there's a way to silence it, and I just haven't put it on. Okay, there we go. So over here, Rodham Hill. This place looks promising, but again, we don't have enough money to really do anything except mugging, and that doesn't bring in much of a profit at all. Protection, though, in an average income area could work out. I'm going to put down some money on it. Just make sure we're not pushing our boundaries elsewhere. Just have to keep a constant eye on what's going on, and look at this in the industrial basin. Serious problems, guys. We're about to get arrested. Sell all investments here. And I'm going to try to get out of the industrial basin. Very real chance that Jimmy Santora could get picked up right now by the cops. Let's go to Rumsfeld Beach. No, it's a poor and small area. Why would you want to go there? Let's go to Stritebush. Stritebush. I like that. Jimmy Santora. Send all his muscle over, too. Next turn. All right. So we're still making a profit. It's good. Nobody went to jail. And for 7,000, we could actually start a mugging racket, but again, the returns are just not very high, guys, on that. So I think I'll wait for something more profitable. Look at all the guys here. A lot of guys in Flamewitch Village sort of fighting over this area, and Cut and Place is still staying stable, but it is quickly becoming an obvious place for our rackets. Especially since we're doing hijacking here. This is a pretty major racket. It brings a lot of heat. So one of the ways to stop that is to basically pay off the police, which you can do over here in the politics section. And actually, hold on a second, Ben Maione was arrested for suspicious activity in Industrial Basin. Now, that's not one of our guys, I don't think. We'll check. No. We don't have to worry about him. So Ben Maione is not a concern for us, but one of the other guys, one of the other families has a guy 3 turns until trial, and there's a chance he could implicate the entire family. So hopefully he's not at all tied to us, but I don't think he is. But you go here to politics, and you can actually bribe some of these politicians, the district attorney, the judge. We just don't have enough money to bribe them yet, and it takes some time to actually build up that kind of reputation. At Cut and Place, things are getting pretty tough. It might be time to sell or suspend our rackets. What do you guys think? What would you do in this situation? Sell the rackets or suspend them? And remember, you still got to pay those operating costs. That's the problem with suspending the racket. And that can obviously cost a lot of money. Hey, Lady Chicken Sword, how you doing? Oh, thank you. Walter Rommel was saying I should check out Frozen Synapse 2. I'd love to take a look. Wow, I didn't know that, Gabriel. Interesting. So I cut in place. What do you guys think? Sell, or I'm just going to actually suspend our rackets here for now, and hopefully that'll be enough to lower the heat. It's already actually lowering. It's good to really invest in a certain area, but as you can see, we're actually losing money now, and that's because we've suspended that particular business. But we have no choice. We've got to lower the heat, and now we can go ahead. We can resume all rackets here and cut in place, and that will probably start bringing us back into a nice profit margin. Over here in Rodham Hill, I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, they don't want violence here, but I kind of wanted to start a war against the Denanos. I'm going to go ahead and start attacking. Heat's already pretty high here, actually, so you know what? That's a bad idea. That's just not nice. Let's get to Shore Bay here with Louis Punchy Francesi. No need for us to stick around. Let's get out of here. Take your boys with you, too. Here at the Theater District, this also seems like an interesting place to head to eventually. Here at Fort Brune, this is where I really want to get the drug trade going, the narcotics trade. That's how we're going to make a lot of money. But to do that, we need 30,000, which is a lot in these days. It's like kind of the equivalent to, 300,000 today. And actually, a gambling den wouldn't be a bad idea, and it also boosts recruitment. So what is recruitment in this game? It's basically the soldiers that are being, or associates, really, that are being added to our family. They're not actually part of the mafia. They just kind of work with us, and they have a chance, if they're fully Italian, at becoming, full-fledged members of the mob. So I'm going to put a gambling den in this rich neighborhood. I hope it's a good idea. We'll see how it pays off in time. Seems to be doing all right, though. Okay, so we're taking a look at the commission standing, guys. This is how the commission sees us in a bunch of different ways. In terms of profits, we're on top as the mogul here with $11,000. So we're actually doing better than anyone right now. Recruits-wise, we have 7 recruits only, which makes us a disgrace. So we're losing a lot. We're not losing, we're just not getting a lot of people into the family. Not a lot of associates want to join us. As for city occupation, we're omnipresent. And for our rule break count, we've been pretty loyal to the commission. Now, everybody stands with us, so we're going to make our focus recruitment focus. If we can. Actually, no, there's no recruitment focus right now, so not bribe focus, profit focus. And the commission will probably vote with us, since we have sort of the deciding vote here. All right, over here in Shore Bay. Could do some insurance fraud. I think I'm going to do that. Do that thing. All right, nice. And they actually took bribe focus, so they kind of went against our wishes, and I don't like this because here at Shore Bay, we got a lot of guys for the Denanos here, 25 muscle, and they could absolutely wipe us out. So I'm taking a chance sticking around here. But if we eventually have to move, we got to do what we got to do. Right, in this wealthy neighborhood, come on. Let's do the protection racket here. Actually bringing in profits very quickly. Let's get that 30 thou. And so far the other families aren't attacking us, so they're being pretty fair, actually. Whereas we started shooting right away. Here in Fort Brune, this is where we wanted to start the narcotics operation. And what about here at Stripe Bush? It's actually generating a lot of heat. So let's do some more insurance fraud against these wealthy people. Generate a little more heat and a little more profit, too. Okay, so let's see. The Donato family attacked the Junior family. Whatever happened to Ben Mayone? I guess we might not find out. He might have gotten out with legal assistance. Remember, if you pay off the city judge or the attorney, there is a chance that your guy will actually get off, which is pretty interesting stuff. Let's take a look at the chat. What you guys are talking about? Talking about me? Are you talking about me? Is that what's going on here? How you doing, Matt Best and Eric Elder and Iraman? It's good to see you. Are there other mobs in this game like the Irish? That's a great question. There aren't. This is specifically based on the Italian mafia infighting, but I could see DLC with that. I think that would be a really cool idea for DLC, like Irish mafia triads, etc. Because they were all around at the time period. Not the Yakuza, but the others were. So that would be pretty cool, I think. The Russians. But the Russians, again, weren't around at this time period either, but certainly the Irish and the Triads were. The thing is with the Irish, though, a lot of them would join, not necessarily be part of the Italian Mafia, because that wasn't possible, but they would be associates. That was certainly a big thing. We're trying to make it up to that 20G, or that 30 Gs, guys. And then Fort Brune is going to be drug territory, although there's investment here by another family, and I want to finish that investment off because it's actually causing heat. And we don't want any heat in this area when we purchase the narcotics ring. So let's go to Fort Brune here, and we'll get the narcotics racket. Since this is a large and poor area, it's very easy to spread this poison around. And that's in our best interest right now. They're not even people. I mean, let's be honest, you know, it's not the same thing, right? Okay, let's, channeling my inner gangster, let's go to Laster Row and get out of Cut and Place. Actually, Cut and Place has been good to us. We'll suspend our rackets again temporarily. I hate doing that, though. And it looks like there were some things... Oh my goodness, guys. Louis Punchy Francesi died during a conflict with the Donano family. Guys, don't forget the Donanos. Write that name down. Type it down so we don't forget. They have killed us. They've killed one of our family members. Remember, there was all those guys there in Fort Brune, just a tremendous amount of Donano associates, and it looks like they took down one of our captains. Now, luckily, actually, he was not a direct family member, but he was a captain, an important one, too, and we absolutely need to go ahead and get a new one as soon as possible, hopefully. All right. Yeah, that's bad, guys. That's also a major loss in profit, because instead of 4 sources of profit, we only have 3. Oh, the Westies is Aurelian. I think the Jewish mafia, like Murder Inc., could be classified actually as a mostly Jewish mafia. But again, they had to be part Italian. It wasn't enough to just be Jewish. You had to have the Italian blood, at least partially. A lot of the mafia members were actually Jewish, especially the original. And there is a separate, you are right, like a separate Jewish mafia. There's even a Hasidic mafia, but I'm not sure how violent they actually are. I think it's mostly extortion, things like that. I'm not sure if they would actually follow through with any serious threats. At least I haven't heard about it. Now, once again, Cut in Place. I'd love to start insurance fraud here, but we're going to wait a bit. And what I'm going to do, guys, I'm actually getting some spicy meatballs coming to the house. So I'm going to do a little intermission here in a bit. I won't do it right now, but I'm checking my tracker here. And what I'm going to do is just basically put up a screen and have a mini intermission and then come back to you guys. Because I actually want to continue here. So, okay, we've suspended all rackets, right? Yep, nice. Okay, and now let's resume. Nice, making that income, but of course losing that captain, that's going to be tough to deal with. These are the dons of the other cities, by the way, guys. There are some more expensive things like the casinos that we could go into, but it's just, you know, once again, it costs a lot of money. Here at Fort Brune, let's suspend our drug racket temporarily because the cops are catching on. But you can see it's bringing in a lot of profit for our family. So we're going to resume. And we want to get another racket for the poor here. Again, numbers are great just because you get so many people to pay money to get their numbers. And that's going to make a lot of profit for the family there. Let's take a look over here. They thought that things was better now. They're still complaining. We have some speakeasies here. Loan sharking. Let's definitely do some loan sharking. I think Cut in Place is really where we've done most of our activities. But if we could just keep those rackets kind of very careful with those rackets, we should be fine. And we have to get revenge on the Donanos for killing our captain. We've got to take one of their areas. So I'm considering just jumping over to one of these areas here. Even at Fort Brune, we're having a very low amount of soldiers than what I expected. And that gunfight with that family cost us dearly. There's no doubt about it. Alberto Anastasia, yeah, he's mentioning the Grand High Executioner. Yeah, he was a real nasty guy, and I think his kill count was like somewhere in the hundreds. Like this guy just would, with his own hands, kill people. And I think eventually he was shot. Wasn't it a barber shop? Guys just came in and just completely wasted him. The Khaleesi's, and I can't, it might just be me, but I can't help but think Khaleesi. But the Khaleesi's over here have a lot of support from the council right now. And our biggest issue is getting members. We had 19 recruits come in, but that's disgraceful. To get more recruits, you got to get like speakeasies, things like that. Places where guys can come and chat, etc., and that's how they eventually become associates for your family. And with that loss to our family, we're in some trouble in terms of recruitment. It's going to take a while. I'm still not sure how to recruit more people. I think they automatically join over time. We'll have to find out. And we can also start investigating over time interrogations by basically destroying some of the enemy's family. And we can actually go after some of their more serious members. So the Donanos, I definitely want revenge. And as you can see, look at this. Look at all the family members they have. Since we took the medium setting, the other families actually start with a little advanced head start, if that makes sense. So we absolutely need to do the same. We need to start getting more family members. And to do that, we've got to get those social clubs, basically. Social club is how you get into the mob. All right, I'm going to suspend all rackets in this borough temporarily. Yeah, and obviously the commission's not interested in what we have to say. What's going on here? Jimmy Santora was found not guilty. Wow, so I didn't even realize Jimmy Santora had a trial, guys. He was arrested with illegal gambling, and thankfully he's back. But it looks like we lost another guy underneath us here. It's not Jimmy Santora, though. It's the other guy. So now that he's back, I wonder if he's ready to go to work, because we desperately need him. Man, what a tragedy to lose another guy. All right, so let's go to West Cushman here. Jimmy Santora's making a comeback. There's a lot of heat at Fort Brune, but I like the industrial basin. And let's see if we can wipe these guys out once we get there. 20 soldiers strong. That should be able to really get the enemy out here. And I'm not taking crap from anybody right now. We're immediately going to attack. We'll get up to that 30K and get the narcotics ring. But as you can see, we're actually losing money. And I think we need to resume rackets, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, nice. So slowly but surely, we're going to be getting more things. Yeah, hopefully. By the way, guys, if you are new to the channel, please do make sure to subscribe here, and also click that little Twitch link on the lower left and add us on Twitch. On any other day, we'd probably be streaming this on Twitch, but I decided to go ahead and do a YouTube stream because I really just wanted to show this this game off to the strategy community specifically. Just so fun, man. I've spent hours and hours in this game getting revenge, etc. But again, it's in a very early beta stage, so I'm still learning things, and things do change. Or have a tendency to change here. Right, industrial basin, come on now. Let's get those profits up. Why is that heat not going down? Man, heat is generated in this area heavily. So here we go. Let's get the narcotics. 30,000. It's a huge investment, but it pays off, as you can see. And actually, smuggling is big in this area. So occasionally, you'll find an area with a specific benefit. But we still make a lot of money with drugs here. And there we go. Look at that. It's the other family here. The Donanos have come here, guys. We are definitely fighting the Donanos. I want some revenge. Nice. Take a look here. The Juniors and the Khaleesi are fighting. We don't care about that, though. What we really care about are the Donanos in this area. We don't want them anywhere near us. And, of course, we're showing our power here as well by killing them off. And what we need to do now is start putting in stuff that's going to actually get us... recruits, and one of those things is going to be the speakeasy. Speakeasy, for those of you that don't know, during the time of Prohibition when alcohol was banned, these are kind of like holes in the wall where you could go and still get a drink. You're basically like a hidden bar. The door might be covered in plywood or something like that, and it can be like a special way to open it. And these existed pretty commonly, especially in poor middle-class neighborhoods. Okay, we're actually making a nice profit, about 5 thou a turn, but again, with the lack of family, that's going to hurt us. Maybe what somebody could do is when I grab this pizza here, you can jump into the Discord for this company. It's 302 Interactive. They have a Discord, and they're really cool guys. They answer questions, and anybody wants to jump in there and see, how do we get more family members? It'd be nice to know. All right, guys, I'm going to do a little intermission here. If you guys would like to come back, please do. I'll put up a screen just so you guys know that there's an intermission going on, and let's say about 20 minutes from now, maybe a little less. Let's say about 12 minutes from now. It's currently 9:08 here in Portugal, so at 9:20 we'll start again. Thanks for watching so far. If you guys have to go, I really appreciate you stopping by, and I hope we can add you as a friend of the channel here. Now, let me cover you up with a pretty picture here. Hold on a sec. Try to get an appropriate Mafia picture, but I might actually have to go look for one. Oh, here we go. Should just have this in the upper left corner anyway. Nice and creepy. All right, guys, we shall return. Intermission, 12 minutes. How you guys doing? Good to see you again. Which one of your rubes stuck around? All right, good to see you guys. So, we haven't yet discovered, quote-unquote, how to get new family members. Thinking that maybe what happens is, as we get those speakeasies and that sort of stuff, we have a chance of getting family members. But as you can see, Giancarlo Collada was just sent to prison. So another one of our family members, guys, has been put in jail. It's actually one of our soldiers. And this is definitely a problem. So we're losing pretty tremendously here. Go ahead and continue a bit. And we have to see specifically what's going to happen to him. So let's take a look here. See if there's anything we can do. We don't have enough, unfortunately, to pay off the any sort of the city or anything like that. All right, guilty chance 45%. Oh boy, guys. Predatory lending. This is actually one crime I think he should be arrested for. One of many, but one specifically. Okay, it looks like he got off. He's good. Giancarlo Cotto was found not guilty. Oh, beautiful. So it's like that scene in Goodfellas where you pop your cherry and he gets out and everything's fine now. Now, of course, Giancarlo Collada is the underboss here for Armando Jr. And he's at Dryer Square. We got to make some stuff, make some moves here at Dryer Square. So let's head back to this location. Cut in Place was a great investment. As you can see, our lifetime profit there was $98,000. So, you know, I'm kind of want to go back, honestly. Go back to what we know. So we're going to assign good old boy here. Welcome back. With 20 soldiers. He can absolutely hold this place down with that much support. Now, this area is financial. It is rich. It's small. In general, financial category rackets do pretty well here. So numbers, I don't think that would really be considered financial. It's more like gambling. But I'm trying to think. Extortion would definitely be a financial crime. And insurance fraud, too. So let's go ahead and start some insurance fraud in the neighborhood. Start generating a little bit of heat. And we'll also take a look here at our other guys. They have udders, like cows. Yeah, we got a problem here in the industrial base, and the heat is huge. So I'm going to suspend all rackets temporarily. But as you can see, with the lack of family, you know, it's really hurting us in the pockets. Yeah, we'll do the heat focus, and we'll go ahead and resume all rackets here. And this is an average income neighborhood. Let's go ahead and get another thing going. Hijacking makes a lot of money. The problem is it also really, really raises suspicion. However, this has a smuggling bonus, so we're going to go into the hijacking business, boys. And actually, that's pretty good there. 6,000 a turn. 7,000 even. Probably more like 6. Still, pretty nice. Let's take a look here at the chat. Good to see some of you guys stuck around. I didn't eat the dinner yet. The thing is, I think most of you guys that have been here have experienced this on my stream. My apartment in Lisbon is really hard to find. It's, for whatever reason, the GPS doesn't show it properly. So every time I have a delivery here, I have to like go outside and meet the person because they always miss my house every single time. So I knew that was going to take some time just to get the pizza, and that's why I wanted you guys just to wait a bit. But I am looking forward to my pizzas. I really am. They put mushrooms on one of my pizzas when I told them not to, which I'm a little annoyed by, but I'm so hungry I really don't care. I'll just deal with it. All right. So we got to see if we can, if the family can come back. I'm not sure if we can. I think I figured it out, guys. So we need to promote an associate to capo. Let's do it. Yes, we did it, guys. So now we got Joseph Talls Asaturo. So we figured out how to do it. That's pretty cool. We essentially just have to go ahead and promote an associate to Soldato, and they have joined the family. You know, they've taken the blood oath and become part of our family here, and this is beautiful. This is really opens up a lot of different possibilities. I think our biggest thing right now that we want to do, besides making money, obviously, is try and get a neighborhood where we have just a tremendous amount of speakeasies. And I think that's going to give us the opportunity to recruit more people. So let's go to Stripebush. This is a pretty good area. It's a rich financial area, and it's also medium size. So it's a pretty nice area here. More affluent workers of the nearby factories, as you can see, populate Stripebush, boosting the economy and littering the area with beautiful homes. I like littering the area with beautiful homes as a term. So let's send our friend here. We're going to send in Mario Facciolo. And I'm going to give him 15 soldiers to take with him. Hopefully his business is successful. I wish you very good luck with your business. So, rich area, financial, we want to go with some insurance fraud for sure. And I don't like the fact that there are any other associates here from another family. So we're going to go ahead and attack the Donanos. I mean, we hate the Donanos anyway. They are mortal enemies. So we're going to do that. Here at the Industrial Basin, we got to be careful. That heat is rising. We definitely want to keep our eye on that, guys. We could also get another family member if we promote one of our captains to a capo regime, which is, you know, just below the boss. Alright, this is already occupied. And again, the gambling den also boosts recruitment. But this is a small area, small neighborhood, so we're going to be getting people from this small neighborhood joining our family, and that's not going to be a lot overall. Are you going to turn a regular-sized pizza into a personal pizza again? No, the stream's not over, although I should have answered that a while back. We just took a little break there. West Cushman, Fordham. We could send somebody into Fordham, but for that, we're going to have to go ahead and get a new family member. I wonder, can we do something like... Giancarlo Collada has been pretty helpful to us. Can we promote him to a capo regime? Yes! Beautiful, so he can get his own soldiers. That's beautiful. Oh, we need at least one associate, so we need more recruitment going on, guys. Right now, he's got his own part of the family, but we're still waiting on more associates. Frankie Agnello is going to take his place. I think Frankie Agnello might actually be a real mobster. That Agnello name is definitely familiar. There's a lot going on in Dryer Square that we're not really getting in on. And could it be that we've gotten arrested? No, wow, unbelievable. The Junios actually attacked us, the Donanos, yeah, the Junios attacked us at Dryer Square. We've got to remember that. Or, sorry, we attacked them, but we lost. Wow, that's a mouthful. Now cut in place. Kind of want to get back here. But Ferald Square, this is where our mortal enemies are. So we're going to send Joseph Tall's Asaturo here. This is our one of our new guys. And I'm going to take, I don't want to take all our troops. I'm going to take 14. And here at Leicester Row, this is a place I usually like to go as well, a medium poor area. Although Shore Bay would be actually better, but it's going to take a fight, I think, with Frank Agnello. Depending on how many guys we have, I'm not sure if I'm ready for it. No, we can't beat them there. Theater District's already looking pretty nasty. Cut in place. Let's go to Ferald Square, I guess. At least here we can put up a fight with Frankie Agnello and his soldiers. And here at the Industrial Basin, again, we just want to keep our eyes on this, guys. Eventually, this is going to be something we want to get out of before we get arrested. Let's take a look and see if we can bribe anyone yet. It can be pretty useful to bribe the mayor, the police chief, etc., but you want to make sure you have enough money to fall back on. Let's see if Giancarlo Collata has any recruits yet. No, not a single one. I wonder how he's going to get those recruits, and also his loyalty is falling, guys. So loyalty is a measure usually of how much you're paying, the percentage you're paying your soldiers, and this could be a problem, obviously. Just want to be careful. I don't know about that, Matt, but okay. I guess we can support that message on the stream. It's not like it's going to be monetized anyway. The Mafia is actually a terrible organization. I do find it fascinating. I think most guys probably do. Most guys have probably seen that titular Mafia film, and, you know, actually really connected with it and enjoyed it. But the truth about that life, and, you know, I've read so many books, I've done so much research because it fascinates me, is that you're always looking over your shoulder. And the whole thing about, like, having a lot of money, yeah, if you're a boss or a captain, you might have a lot of money. But even then, you're always kicking up to someone else. Like, you're always having to work consistently to kick that income up. If you just sit around and don't do anything, then you'll obviously be killed. You know, you're essentially no more use to the family. And generally in those families, there's no getting out. You know, once you're in there, guys, that's it. You know, you're not leaving. The only way you're leaving is in a pine box. So I think it's a pretty rough life. Let's do this one, Gambling Den. It's going to boost recruitment, and also it's in Stripe Bush, which is this sort of wealthy neighborhood. But here at the Industrial Basin, I'm going to suspend our rackets. Just get that heat down. It's going to take a while. Temporarily, we're going to be losing some money. I don't want to forget about the Industrial Basin. Let's try not to. Okay, Fairfield Square, medium income. Another Gambling Den. Although I don't like the enemy being here, so let's attack the Donanos. And we've actually got 2 enforcers here. We don't need that. So let me put Joseph Tall's Asaturo over here in Shore Bay. In fact, whoever has more guys over here in Shore Bay, we're going to go in a serious war. I think it's going to be Frankie Agnello that has more guys. Let's see. Nope. We got to send both of them if we actually want to attack there, so that might not be so wise. The theater district is very high heat right now. Cotton Place doesn't have anything in it. Alright, let's send in Joseph Tall's Asaturo. Have some time to calm down, and it's a place we made a lot of money before, so we know we can make money there again at least. That Industrial Basin is going to be a concern. Come on, get that heat down. Fort Bruin's also a really great place to go if we're able. I'm going to go ahead and resume our rackets here. And I might move from Stripe Bush into Fort Bruin here. It's a very large, poor neighborhood, which is perfect for the narcotics rackets. That's one really good way to make money. So I might sell my stuff in Stripe Bush. We make that quite a lot. Yeah, I'm going to make a big move here, guys, with Mario Facciolo. I think it's a good move. Oh, wait, only Jimmy Santoro can move? Fair enough. Wait, no. I know what I'm doing here. Sorry. To Fort Bruin. Here we go. Mario Facciolo. We can leave a few troops behind in that other area. Okay, guys, in the Industrial Basin, again, heat is still kind of high because of our investments in Fort Bruin as well. But let's get that narcotics. That's what I'm talking about. Should net us a massive profit. Sure enough, that's exactly what it's doing. So far, not much going on in our family, and that's actually a good thing. Things are calm. We've got some guys here. The issue is Giancarlo Collada. I guess maybe we have to assign him to a borough, or else he won't recruit anybody at all. Maybe that's what we have to do. Maybe we can move one of these guys over to him. So it looks like he's got 15 associates down here. Nice! There we go! Giancarlo Collada got his first associate, guys. Rogerio Amuso. Now, the cool thing about having associates, yeah, they're great and all, they make you money, but each one you have, you've got to give them a percentage, right? So, you've got to keep that in mind. So I don't think we've ever been in Rochester. I can't wait to see what we can do here, the possibilities of Rochester. Wow, this place is full of other gangs, except for Toad's Head. Let's get information on this area. The unusual name originated from a popular tavern located in the neighborhood. It remains a popular restaurant district. The police force made an example out of the area when prohibition laws were introduced. So probably not the greatest place to do any liquor stuff. But we're going to send over Ruggiero. See how many men he can take with him. 14, not bad. To Toad's Head. And this is our first push into this territory. So a large average income neighborhood, perfect for narcotics as well. It's evil, but again, a great way to make money. Boom. And look at that. 8,000 in one turn. Now we're making serious cash. We could even start another racket here in Toad's Head. Maybe try to lower the heat. Maybe money laundering, something like that. I'll actually do numbers. So I'm putting a lot of investment here into this area to pull a lot of wealth out of it as quickly as possible. Here at Cut and Place, I don't want to have to deal with other families. We're definitely going to go ahead and start shooting at the Rocca family here. They actually have an investment here in Cut and Place, and I don't like that. Only we should have investments here. And loan sharking is perfect, since this is a high-income neighborhood. Actually, loan sharking is better for a middle-income neighborhood. Shame on me. We should probably get rid of that. But I think we're still making a profit. Yeah, we are. We're still making money, but we make more money in a low-income neighborhood, or a medium-income neighborhood, excuse me, because people are looking for loans, to purchase a better house, something like this. And you could just, consistently use that against them, raise the interest. If people are poor, they'll never be able to pay you back anyway. But medium income, typically they can pay you back. High income, they don't really need loans. They're not interested. Let's see here. Let's stay out of Cut and Place for now. Go back down to another location we own. Toad's Head is getting hot quick. We're going to suspend all activity in Toad's Head temporarily. Oh, that heat is still rising, man. No way. Sell all investments. That place is bad news. Here in Fort Brune. Going to war with both of these guys. We're also going to put a speakeasy here in Fort Brune. Oh, wait a minute. Frankie Agnello was arrested in connection with illegal gambling in Fort Square, guys. One of our guys might be in prison. Don't be a rat, Frankie. His loyalty's not very high either, and it looks like Jimmy Santoro's been taken in again. This is not the first time Jimmy's been taken into the can. But these guys could be in trouble. We got 2 guys in the can. We just haven't been paying anybody off. And innocent chance is 35%. He could potentially be going to jail for hijacking in the industrial basin. But as long as he doesn't speak and he keeps the mafia code, then technically he's doing the right thing. How's it going, Warpig? Good to see you, man. Oh, you missed a lot, man. We have been playing this game a tremendous amount the last hour or so, and it is fun. I'm really loving this thing. What do you guys think so far? Let's see. So 1 turn to see what happens here to Jimmy. Let's see. I hope he doesn't go to jail. Let's see what happened. Okay, he was found not guilty. Beautiful. I want to go to Fort Brune once again. We've already got some guys there. And here we go. This is our commission standing. Once again, the Roccas are really the ones getting most of the commission loyalty, as it were. We're not getting a lot of love, but we are making a tremendous income so far. Over here, as you can see, Fort Brune, yeah, it's time to get out of here. I believe we have 2 captains waiting here. We've got Mario Facciolo and Jimmy Santora. So send 1 over here to the industrial basin. Make it Jimmy Santora. We'll take 14. And some guys over here to Rumsfeld Beach area. I don't usually go here because it's a poor, small community. So you know what? No, I'm leaving that alone. Although it doesn't have a lot of heat. That's why I like it. We could head back to Strite Bush. We're going to just hold off for now, actually. And I think it's 1 day until our next guy's trial. No, let's see what happened to him. Oh boy, Frankie Agnello was sent to prison after being found guilty of racket-related crimes. But he didn't talk, so technically, that's good for us. He didn't spill the beans. So we lost 1 guy to getting shot and 1 guy to prison so far. It's sort of the way it is. Hey, Milsimmer. How you doing, man? Yes, it has. has been going on for an hour. Being an Italian war pig, you know, when I was in Milan, I always wondered sort of like how much power the mafia still has in Italy. Do you think it still has the same power, and what parts of the country would be worse for that? I think probably people here in the chat would like to hear actually a little about that if you have any info. I'm guessing like Calabria, these places are, it's more likely in the south, but I could be mistaken. One moment, my friends. And don't forget, guys, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you haven't already, please click that Twitch link in our description and sub to us there. We really do most of our streams on Twitch, with this being one of the few exceptions, really. Eric's saying Sicily. See, I know that originally a lot came from Sicily. Even that town named in Godfather, what's it called? It's an actual town. Obviously, the Godfather is fictional, but the town, I forget what it's called again. There's actually, you know, is where the guy in the Godfather is from, and it's an actual place there, you know, an actual location where a lot of mafia guys came from. Just a small little village, basically. It's sinking. Alright, let's see. So Arnaldo Junior, let's actually see if we can promote another associate here. He's at Dryer Square. And this is one area I really want to keep on building up on. So let's take a look here. Dryer Square. Just want to increase our profits. I want to find a poor neighborhood to start the narcotics trafficking. What's Rodham Hill? This is a large average income neighborhood, and they don't like violence. I don't think I've actually ever gone here. So I'm going to send Rupert Amuzzo, our new guy here, who was an associate before, with 19 soldato into this area. And we are going to get nasty with that, guys. Even though people don't like violence here, I'm not letting anybody take our racket. Now, what should we go into? It's an average income, large neighborhood. You know what my my particular family's known for, and that's the narcotics. So we're going to go for that once again, and we're just going to keep on making a massive profit. Let's check the heat, though, on all of these to make sure we're not going over on anything. No, we're fine at Toad's Head. Things are getting a little tough at the industrial basin, but nothing we can't handle. Although at Fort Brune, I think we may have just lost someone. We'll have to see. Alright, so here at the industrial basin, what else do I want to get? Yeah, we'll definitely get a numbers racket. Ah, interesting. Salvini is helping to sink it, says Warpig. Now, what's its main source of income, Warpig, for the Mafia? Is it still rackets, or, you know, has it changed over time? Sing like a bird, Warpig. Sing like a bird. Imagine they're listening to him. Sempre parlare. Alright, over here, Rodham Hill. This is the area I was wondering about. So they don't like violence. What about just a basic speakeasy? It's going to be 20,000. Now, over here, we got to get out of Cut in Place. We've got to get out. Let's see who's here. This is almost an arrest. So we got to get Joseph Tolls Asaturo out of here immediately. I'm not even going to suspend all rackets. I'm going to sell my investments. And let's get Joey Tolls. Toll Joey. Rutherford City is definitely going downhill. Gonna need to last a row. We've got enough soldiers to back us up. Although it is a very dangerous area because we got 3 other families there. Let's take a look here at the information, guys. The Junio family has attacked the Calesi family. Doesn't affect us. We attacked the Rocca family as well. We managed to destroy them. Mario Facciolo was arrested in connection with drug dealers in Fort Brune. No, not Mario Facciolo. Rocca's family, last remaining soldato in Rodham Hill, has died at the hands of the Junio family. We killed a lot of enemy soldiers. But let's see. So, yeah, this guy's one turn awaiting trial. He's one of my favorite guys. I don't want him going to jail. I mean, after all, you know, he's one of our main associates, but this could happen. Let's see, Giancarlo Colota. See if we can promote an associate to soldato. And Anthony the Shadow Civella. I like that. Let's go to Rochester. Well, this is an area that I don't really generally go into, but this average large income area is very tempting. So we're going to send in Anthony the Shadow. He's told us he can get things done, but he's only got 6 soldiers with him. So these guys, the Boggianas, could put us out on our ass if they wanted to. I'm not even going to declare war on them. Let's just hope that we can keep things amicable. We run our business, you run your business. Everybody's happy. Over here also, this is why we have to keep watching these areas, guys. The industrial basin is very, very hot. We can sell our investments, but we've got a lot here. And if we just go up, we can take a look. Got the... Oh, no, it's only the numbers. Never mind. Thought we had more than that. In that case, let's just get out of here. Let's see who's hanging around. It's Jimmy Santora. He's been arrested once already. I don't think he's going to get many chances. And we're going to send him to a place he knows. Streitbush. Whoa, he's got a lot of soldiers. Just send 23 for now. I'll definitely engage the Boggianas and the Calessis. Everybody get out of my neighborhood. We want to go for those financial crimes. But currently, yeah, insurance fraud. There's going to be other ways we've got to make money. Things are changing all the time. So Facciolo was found not guilty. I just love it. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, even there, Warpig, I was talking a few streams ago about how I witnessed personally organized crime unit in a McDonald's in New York taking away a bunch of old Italian men that would just sit around this table drinking coffee all day. So I think even over there, the families have lost significant power. It's still a fascinating subject, I think, for a lot of people, but yeah, I'm not sure if it's the same that it used to be. A lot of things have changed. Oh, Anthony the Shadow Civella, I told you guys it was dangerous. He died during a conflict with the Boggianas. But you know what? It's better to die than to be a rat. So he went out in style, at least. But yeah, I was worried about that. It was pretty even. And here at Streitbush, we'll at least try to get some revenge. Not on the Boggianas, but we'll take out our anger on the... Oh no, these are the Boggianas. Kill them. So there we go. At least we'll get some revenge. Killed some of their soldato. I'm not sure if we killed any of their family members. To find out, we actually have to kill more soldatos and we can get information on these guys. And we need one more interrogation and we can actually get information on their captains, their underbosses, and we can send out personal hits to kill them. So that's where you get sort of the revenge thing that's quite typical in these mafia conflicts. That being said, guys, thank you so much for stopping by this stream. This one was a bit longer than usual, so I hope you guys had fun. And this is a game you're looking forward to. I totally support it. I've been waiting for a game like this for so long, and I'm so glad that it finally is here. If you guys would do me a huge favor, please do subscribe to me if you haven't already on Twitch. And also, I'm going to give you guys, for you guys that like Twitter, you kids with your Twitters, I'll give you guys my Twitter link as well. I've been using that a lot, and generally, if you guys don't get my link from YouTube, which I know a lot of people complain about, that they don't even see the link pop up. On Twitter, it always pops up. You'll always get a Twitter notification. So I highly recommend you guys subscribe there as well. Thanks again, guys. It's been a fun one. I'll catch you on the next one. Sorry about that, Alex. You will be able to watch the replay, but I am sorry about that. We're going to start doing the schedule next week. I've just really had a lot on my mind and didn't want to, commit to something that I wasn't going to be able to accomplish. Al Capone, says Alex. Al Capone was good, but there's that whole thing about his IQ was always questioned. Like, he was kind of a brutish guy, very intimidating, of course, even though he was short. But his intelligence has always been like, was he smart, or was he just really, really dumb and really, really vicious? But I think he was probably a pretty smart guy, although eventually the syphilis sort of rotted away his brain, or what remained of it, which in that day, that happened quite a lot. All right, folks, take care. I could honestly talk about this topic forever, and maybe we'll have a stream this week on Twitch where we play this game again, and maybe won't just play the game, but discuss some Mafia history. I know quite a lot myself, especially the more recent Mafia, 70s and 80s, Vegas Mob as well. A lot of stuff about that. Not so much about the older guys, like Murder Inc., but still quite a lot. Take care, my friends. And remember, always keep your mouth shut and never rat on your friends.